you.
I don't know what to comment on first. You look great.
Thank you. Congratulations on your Emmy.
Thank you very much. Your hair is so long. Is that all your hair? No, it's not.
No, Ellen.
It's great.
My hair is growing. I'm growing my hair out, and I've had this length of hair for the last 2 movies that I've done. So it's movie
good.
hair, but I'm also growing my own hair out in the process.
It looks good.
Good.
I'm gonna get some movie hair too. That's what I'm gonna do. That just seems really painfully boring to sit there and get stuff. You know.
It is painfully boring.
Where does your hair start and where does your hair stop? I know where it starts. That was a stupid question. It grows from here, right?
Yeah.
Like how long is it about?
Somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle.
All right. So you look good. You have all these different looks. You're once again. This is 8 times you've been one of People's 50 most beautiful people, and that's not you. No, that's not me. No, that's you. Look, your hair's totally different in that. It's shorter there.
Yep.
How long ago was that picture
starting
taken?
to grow. That's about almost maybe 6 months ago.
6 months ago, and you're still beautiful. It's amazing. 8 times, is that consecutive?
I don't know what that means.
Well, what does
that mean?
Has it been 8 years in a row that you've been beautiful?
I guess only 8 years in a row.
Was there a year you took off, you weren't as beautiful?
Yeah, there was 1 year when I wasn't deemed as beautiful.
Really? And then you became beautiful again?
I got beautiful again, yeah.
Yeah. Every year I'm 51. I barely make it. I'm just not quite in there. But that's,
you need the movie hair.
That's right.
You need the movie hair.
I'm going to start doing that. But you started out. It's not a surprise that you're considered one of 50 most beautiful because you were a beauty.
Oh gosh.
Well, look at you. I'm just more. You were Miss Ohio, is that right?
Look at the hair.
Wait, look at how you're standing. No, I'm trying to show the feet.
Look at how I'm standing.
No, look at your feet. You're balancing basically. I would tip over if I was standing like that. Because that's how they teach you to stand, right? That you have to have one foot in the other, in front of the other?
Yep. You're supposed to look like, you know, you don't have thunder thighs that way.
Right, so you narrow the thighs by aiming them in a, like, one is hiding behind the other thigh.
It's the Jedi mind trick.
And now, what made you? Did you grow up wanting to get into a pageant, or how'd you get into that?
Not at all. My boyfriend at the time decided it would be a hoot to send in my senior high school picture, just for fun, just for fun. And then, just for fun, I got a response in the mail saying, "You've been chosen as a contestant in the pageant."
And did you know he sent it in?
No. When I got it in the mail, I thought, how am I in a pageant? I didn't even sign up. And then he said, I sent you in. So just for fun, I took my prom dress, because it was prom, it was my senior year. I took my prom dress, just for fun, to the contest. And I won, like on a fluke. I just won.
Well, it's not a fluke.
But it was a fluke. And no, it was, because there are girls there that really, I mean, they started off being like little pageant girls, and so it's like a serious thing, and they had the gowns and the dresses and the makeup, and the moms are there, and I was just sort of there, you know, having fun with my prom dress on.
That's probably why you won, because you were just being yourself.
Probably.
Because some of those, they're not smiling at all. You see these people and you're looking around, they're not smiling at all. But I mean, look at your career. And also from X-Men, your character, what was your character's name in X-Men?
Storm.
Storm. Yeah. And you've got, because Patrick Stewart was on, you've got a doll. You've got that you say doesn't look like you.
I mean, come on.
Right?
That looks like a man in drag.
Look, well, look at that. No, that doesn't look like you at all.
No, I don't think I look like that.
No.
Maybe I'm
well, now I feel bad because you said it looks like your thighs are like that. You're standing one foot in front of the other like that.
That's about the only thing that looks right.
But yeah, I didn't think you looked like you either. But now I feel bad. I don't think you look like a man in drag, but I think you look more like yeah. You see him? Right? A little bit.
There's a little resemblance.
There is a little resemblance. I'm telling you, that's a Cher doll. They just didn't feel like making one. They already had that laying around. And they're making money on this thing. All right, we have to take a commercial. We'll be back right after this. We're back with Halle Berry. Look at that. at, what is it called, Introducing Dorothy Dandridge? Is that what it was called? You look at the difference in that. It's amazing. You're so good. All right, so you had a cat coach, is that right?
I did. She's a choreographer. Her name is Ann Fletcher. She's a dance choreographer, but it was her job to help me learn how to move like a cat. So we got hours of tapes and footage of big cats, small cats, domestic cats, wild cats, tame cats, and we just watched these cats.
Okay.
And the production also rescued 60 cats from a rescue shelter, and they trained them all for the movie. And then I attached myself to one right away, the most adorable 15-pound fat daddy cat you can imagine.
Yeah?
And I fell so hard in love, and I actually kept this cat.
What's his name?
Play-Doh, like Play-Doh.
And, okay, so you're going to teach me some of these.
Yeah.
I have
but you gotta
cats.
put these on.
I'll do whatever.
If we're going to do cat...
All right. So, now...
Okay, let me see.
I mean, I have cats, so basically they just
Probably
sleep.
don't
I'm going to
need
sleep. You do whatever.
No. No!
All right. What are you doing?
First we're going to learn something really easy first, okay?
Good.
The first thing I had to learn was the cat stance. Now, you've probably seen, like, in comic books, you see how Catwoman stands? So her legs are apart. You got to pretend we have a whip. I didn't bring my whip.
I always do.
Okay.
I'm always thinking that in my head.
So you got your whip.
Yeah.
And right before you're about to, like, kapow your whip, you have to go into this cat stance. Okay, and here's what it is. You have to go... Hip goes out.
Do it again? Okay. So
But you gotta imagine you're going, you're cracking your whip really hard, okay? That's good, Ellen.
All right, thanks.
Let's do it again.
All right.
1, 2, 3, go. Okay? Right? And then imagine that this is your tail. So you would then walk around, you'd flip your tail back, and you'd walk around, and you'd be...
Neither of my cats act like this at all. I have never seen either of my cats walk this way.
Okay.
All right, you purr also, right?
Yep.
What is it?
Purr.
How do you do it?
Say you wanted to say the word perfect.
Okay.
You'd say, purr.
I wish I'd had a mint. Purr.
Out for my job. Okay, now we're gonna do one crawling on the floor.
Sure.
I hope I can do it.
All right.
Okay, you get down, sort of like this, and the object is to go sideways, like a cat. You start here. Very good.
Catwoman is in theaters everywhere on July 23rd.
Hello. Hi.
Hello, beautiful Halle Berry. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
You look fantastic. I'm great. Thank you for asking. I saw you at the People's Choice Awards. I was very happy to see you. I went over and grabbed you and assaulted you, telling you how much I love you.
I love being assaulted by Ellen.
Yeah. And you had on a sequined, beautiful jumpsuit. I would think that would be hard to sit down in and stuff.
Yeah, but you know what it had? It reminded me of, like, my baby years. It had a zipper across the butt. So, you know, you could pull that little zipper down and then sit on the pot.
Wow.
TMI, I'm sure, but yeah.
No, but that's for jumpsuits, because that's the whole thing. You have to take the entire thing off when you have to run to the restroom. There's a zipper on your butt?
In the back, yeah. You know, like on the bum, there's like a zipper. You know how babies have on their little on their pajamas?
Yeah, I've seen pictures of babies, yeah.
That had a baby bum zipper on it. So
wow, that's very clever. And was it obvious that it was a zipper, or did it make it look like it was some part of a design?
No, it was obviously a zipper.
So someone, if they wanted to, could just run up behind you and unzip your butt.
Why did my son do that?
Yeah.
Before I left the house.
Yeah, did he?
He did.
Oh. How old is your son?
He's 8.
Uh-huh. Well, that's you'd want to do that. If you're a kid and you see a zipper on someone's butt, you'd unzip it.
Yeah, he saw more than an 8-year-old needed to see.
Yeah, well.
He was like, oh! Oh! Put that away. I said, you took it out.
Yeah.
He goes, put it up. I said, okay.
You took it out. It comes out?
The butt comes out of the zipper.
So as soon as you unzip it, the whole butt comes out?
Basically. Basically.
You got a nice big butt. How is your son doing?
He's fantastic.
What's he into?
Cursing.
Oh.
You know how kids go through this thing, and you guys have kids, some of you, right? You know, they find curse words, and then he's on a tear right now. And I said to his pediatrician, is this a problem? He won't stop cursing. And he said, no, let him curse it up. Let him curse it up, have no reaction, and just let him curse it up. So he is cursing it up.
Like it started this year when he was 8?
It started this year, yes. It started in COVID.
Well, a lot of us started cursing in COVID. but like, does he have one word in particular, or does he use all of them?
No, he's got one, but I know I can't say it on the show, so I won't.
Yeah, you can.
You can?
Yeah.
He likes to say, like, we read stories, right? So he's got this one story about the fox and the rabbit, and he'll say, the fox, the rabbit. Fox, the rabbit, wall. Okay.
Wow, what'd they do to him?
Exactly. He just likes the reaction that gets when he says these words.
Well, it does sound kind of, it rolls off the tongue, really, when you think about it. The rat, the fox, the rabbit. Now I want to say that. Yeah. My first curse word I learned was, now that we're going to curse the whole time. But I didn't know how to use it, and I was trying to put my bike through a gate, and I went, how do we get this bike in? It's not how you use it.
No.
It was wrong. So I didn't curse after that. You know, your boyfriend, we had him on, because I'm a huge music fan. I had him on in season 1 before we had you on.
We've talked about this.
Oh, really?
Yes. And actually, a few days ago when I knew I was coming here. And then I said, you know, I was on her first season. He goes, so was I. And I said, you mean you could have found me 20 years ago and saved me all this misery I've been through?
Isn't that amazing?
How come you didn't arrange that, Ellen?
You should have been on the same show.
No.
I think you were on like 2 months later or something.
It would have saved me 3 marriages.
Well. Yeah, but then you wouldn't have the little kid.
No, I'd have 2 other kids that I wouldn't have to share 2 daddies with, and I'd be happier. So it's your fault. It's your fault now.
I am sorry. This is how I go out my last 3 months, just cursing. Let's talk about the movie. Let's talk about Moonfall. It's a disastrous film. It's like there's lots of going on, and what's cool about it is your part was supposed to be for a guy, and you got it, which is so cool.
It is cool. It is cool. Especially, you know, for the head of NASA to be a black woman, I thought, okay, you know, we're really trying in Hollywood.
Yeah. Tell everybody what it's about, because it's great and you're constantly breaking ground, so I just wanted to point that out because it's cool. But tell everyone what it's about.
I play the head of NASA, and I used to be an astronaut, but now I'm the head of NASA. And so my old colleague, my old flying buddy, played by Patrick Wilson, he comes to me and he says, we got a problem. The moon is off its axis and it's about to crash into Earth, and so we have to suit back up again and go up there and stop the moon from crashing.
And big job. And all right, we have to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to talk about your other movie that I accosted you about, Bruised, which is so fantastic. We'll be back more with Halle Berry. That's Halle Berry. That is her movie Bruised, and you directed this. This was your first time directing?
Yeah.
What a thing to take on. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Thank you.
I mean, the physicality alone that you're boxing, that you had to train to get into that shape, and then you had to direct, you have to do pre and post and everything.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It was like the dumbest thing to tell somebody you wanted to do at the time.
Yeah.
You know?
But you did it, and you pulled it off, and it's beautiful, and your performance was amazing. And how long did you train to get into that kind of shape?
2.5 years. I started before. I had to, you know, to play a world-class athlete, you can't just say, okay, I'm going to do this and like make it believable. So I had to train jiu-jitsu, taekwondo, Muay Thai, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, like all of it. And I used all bits of those different disciplines throughout the course of the movie. And it was a joy. It's one of the greatest things I've done.
Is that the woman that's the actual,
Yes.
she's really a fighter?
She is Valentina Shevchenko, the current flyweight UFC champion of the world, yes. And she is a monster.
And
yeah.
I mean, how, and you hurt.
Look at her. Like, what the?
Yeah, and you hurt yourself, right? What happened to you?
Well, she hurt me.
And she hurt you. What did she do?
Well, 2 days. We started with our big fight because we were all trained up. We were ready to go. So we had 4 days at the beginning of the shoot to shoot our fight. Day 2, the start of day 2, she kicked me, like for real, and broke 2 of my ribs. So I had to then do the rest of that day and 2 more days in the fight with broken ribs, and then do the rest of the whole shoot with broken ribs.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
So there's a lot of short breaths.
Yeah. How did you do fight scenes with, I mean, anything, but fight scenes with broken ribs? And she must have felt so bad.
No. Only because she kept saying, no, Halle, it's not broken. It's not. You wouldn't be breathing. You wouldn't be, no, it's not broken. I said, it's broken. No, it's not. So she didn't feel bad because she didn't really believe it. And I didn't go get an x-ray until the fight was over because I knew they would shut me down if they knew that I could puncture a lung, right? So she didn't feel bad because she thought, oh, it's just a muscle. It's going to be fine. This happens to me all the time. So she didn't feel bad.
Wow.
In the moment, no.
It is so good. If you haven't seen it, Bruised is streaming now. It's on Netflix, and Moonfall opens in theaters and IMAX tomorrow. And we're going to play Burning Questions with Halle after this. We'll be back. We are back with Halle Berry, and it's time to play one of our favorite games around here. It's Burning Questions. I'm going to ask a question, and you'll answer with the first thing that comes to your mind, or second, I don't care. And then you'll do that for no reason, but it's fun.
And what if nothing comes to my mind?
Oh, things will come to your mind. Yeah. Let's try it right now. What's the strangest way that you've hurt yourself?
Oh, I've done that so many ways. I was knocked over, a lamp hit me in the head on the set of Catwoman and knocked me almost off a bridge and plummeted me to my death.
Were you attached to anything?
No, I just didn't fall off, but a light was swinging, and the guy got the wrong cue, swung the light when he wasn't supposed to, and I was walking, knocked me in the head, and if I would have fallen off the bridge, I would have probably died. True story. Oh, I didn't do my buzzer.
That's crazy. That's all right. Who was your most memorable on-screen kiss?
Well, probably Hugh Jackman, but nobody ever saw it because it never made the movie. Because if you don't know this, Storm and Wolverine had a thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so one day on the set, we decided to reenact that. It never made the movie.
Oh.
So you never saw it.
But you enjoyed the kiss, you're saying?
I did.
Most memorable?
Yes.
Okay. The other story didn't get applause, but this one did. What part of your body are you proudest of?
My feet.
You're proudest of your feet?
I'm proudest of I've got some good-looking feet, Ellen.
Wow.
I'm known for my feet.
Are you?
I am.
Wow. That's Twitch's least favorite part of his body. He never takes his socks off. He hates his feet.
Absolutely.
A lot of men don't like their feet.
Yeah, I mean, at some point it just becomes disrespectful to take them out. You know what I mean? I'm on a completely different end of the spectrum than you.
Yeah. She's known for her feet.
I'm known for my feet.
It's so weird. We're just finding out. Your feet are going to be on the cover of People one day. Just most beautiful feet.
Except there's a rumor. Can I clear that up while we're talking about my feet?
Yeah.
I do not have 6 toes.
Is that a rumor?
Yes, and people always ask me, is it true, do you have 6 toes?
Let's take a look. The only way to prove it.
I won't be able to get my shoe back on.
That's all right, you're done anyway. Okay. One. 5. Maybe it's the other foot that has the 6.
Oh, okay. Ellen's smart. She said maybe it's the other foot that has the 6 toes. Okay, here's my other foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Halle Berry's feet, everybody. We'll be back.
5 toes each.
5 toes on each foot. We'll be back.